Atlas Malone saw the angel again, this time down by the horse-chestnut tree. Yesterday, the angel had stood, in a floaty sort of way, beside the raspberry patch. Atlas couldn't tell if its feet touched the ground with any kind of earthly weight. Indeed, when he inspected the spot later, not a blade of grass had been disturbed, although an entire cane of raspberries had been picked. Gracie, his wife, said she had not gone near his patch. Today, beneath the horse-chestnut tree, the angel appeared to have more substance, a physicality it had not possessed before, gained, perhaps, from stolen raspberries. Atlas turned to see if Gracie was nearby, but she was still in the front yard mulching the tulip bed. He opened his mouth to call to her, but then shut it again. For all he knew, the angel had the nerves of a cat and might be scared off by the least little thing. The angel, whose face Atlas could not discern, stood beside the tree. A bright wedge of summer sunlight touched its wings, and the angel lifted them slightly, flexing, taking in the warmth. Atlas began to walk the length of the backyard toward the horse-chestnut tree. He kept his hand extended before him, ready to greet the angel as he might a guest at his weekly Rotary Club luncheon. The thoughts that came to him were ordinary and peaceful, and for a moment he forgot about the angel waiting for him down at the bottom of his yard. The grass needs cutting, he thought. Maybe I'll do it before I take my nap this afternoon. The hedge is filled in well. I should water the zinnias. He paused, then turned and took it all in, his house and yard, the sense of Gracie, busy in the tulip bed, close to him. He brought his hand to his chest and touched it lightly there, mistaking a tingling in his heart for pleasure. When Atlas turned again, his hand out and ready, he had reached the angel. The angel's head was bent. He was looking down. At his shoes, thought Atlas. I know those shoes. And as Atlas brought his eyes slowly up again, he recognized the pants, too, and the shirt. They were his clothes, old and familiar, the most comfortable he owned. Now the angel lifted his face and revealed himself with a slight smile. Atlas saw that the face also was old and familiar, that it was his own. The angel took Atlas's outstretched hand, and they stood together for a long moment beneath the cool shade of the tree. Atlas looked into the angel's eyes he had always known, and said, "This isn't so bad, is it?" "No," said the angel, not moving his lips or making a sound. "It's not so bad." Beneath the angel's feet, the grass remained undisturbed, as before, but it bent and flattened as Atlas dropped first to his knees, then face forward down into the green. Coming around the side of the house with a wheelbarrow full of weeds, Gracie watched it happen. She saw Atlas place one hand over his heart and the other straight out in front of him, as if he was reaching for something. "Atlas?" she called, and began to hurry, then run to him, her white hair flying. "Atlas!" When he fell to the grass, she knew, even before she reached him, that he was dead. "Damn you, Atlas!" she whispered fiercely as she drew him to her. She held him, her white hair dropping forward, mingling with his. Somewhere above her came a fluttering of wings, and a rising.